Hello traders, welcome back to another video. This is day 25 of recording my entire trading session for 90 days. Today we took a profit of $1,064 on the morning session and a profit of $218 in the evening session. And as you guys know, I run two systems for the two sessions of the day, and let's see how we did for the day today. As you guys already know, I post everything for free on the Discord, and yeah, if you haven't already, you should definitely join. So yeah, let's go to 23rd of February 2026. 1 win and 2 losses for the day. These are the screenshots of the trades and the PNL for $1,064. So I took a long, stopped out, took a short. It literally just stopped me out and went in my favor. This is the second time that it happened in the last 2 days. Like, it happened on Friday and it happened today. And then I re-entered again for a profit of $1,400, which puts us at $1,000 overall for the day, with a 1 to 7.5 RR trade right there. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go into how I traded. So starting the day off, you can see the time is 9:26 and this is the recording. And how I start my day off is by marking out the 15-minute levels. As you see, I just did it because what price does is it's either going to go up or down, and in order for you to go up, price has to come down first. If you're going to go down, price has to go up first. So basically, I'm looking for how price reacts off of these two levels, get my bias set up for the day, and see where we go from there. So at 9:30 we broke out of the high of the 15-minute gap, and I was thinking, all right, there's a lot of buying volume coming in, but honestly it wasn't as much as it should have been, because like if it was an actual long trend, the volume would be around, like, I don't know, it goes up until like 3,000-4,000 in terms of value. So it was going up, and then I put a trade on, put a buy limit order on the most recent high that price made. Because another thing that I learned from my experience is that maybe you guys could just, like, check it out for yourself. If you're going up, right, if you're long for the day, pay close attention to the reverse candles. So if you're like going up, pay close attention to these downward candles, because those are kind of like breadcrumbs that price leaves, that it will come back, grab liquidity, and continue on. But this is not what happened in here, because I got stopped out. Let's see, we entered there, and then we got stopped out there, and price came back to the 15-minute level. So now I'm thinking, all right, I'm not gonna force anything, because the indicators are saying two different things. As you can see, the first one was telling me to go short, and the second one is still in the bullish range, but where the market is still trending, so it was entirely possible for us to keep going down. But I'm paying close attention that if price breaks out of the significant lows, that means we are not going to go up for the day. Rather, this was just like smart money grabbing liquidity in order for them to go down, because like I said before, in order for you to go up, you got to go down. In order for you to go down, you got to go up, grab the liquidity, and then come down. So we kept coming down. As you see, like, there's nothing for me to do because the trend kind of died down. You can see it says neutral over here. So when it says neutral, you know what, I'm not doing nothing, I'm just sitting back. But you can see that I marked out this 15-minute gap. So fair value gaps in trading is another thing that you should focus on, because price reacts off of them, especially an unfilled one. So my thesis was that if we close below this 15-minute bullish gap, that means I can be certain that we're gonna go down, because now you can see there's a lot of selling volume, because the buying volume was only 1,000, but now we're at the 4,000 levels. So that was also giving me an extra confirmation on going shorts. But the thing with the system is that I'm using a tight 5-point stop loss. So because of that, I cannot be just randomly entering. Rather, I should just wait for the perfect moment where the trend is just live and it's going, and I'm just catching the wave, and I'm not waiting for any pullbacks like I do in the evening session. So I was, as you can see, I was looking for shorts, and then as soon as it broke out and price, well, this was not me following my entire rules, because even though these two were on, we were still neutral on here. But I put the trade on, put the stop loss, entered, price went in our favor, just kept the stop loss like that, stopped us out, and just kept going down. So this white line is the lower part of the 15-minute gaps. As soon as it broke, I was looking for shorts because I could see that the market was starting to trend now. So I put my limit order at the 15-minute gap pretty much, and let's see how that went. So we entered the short, market started trending, high volume, high selling volume, so this is like a perfect A+ trade for me. And then it just kept ending up working out. And so I put the I put the take profit at like 43 points because I was going for like max consistency days. So this was a $1,500 trade, but I forgot, well, like, this is another mistake that I made. You see how like in all of these other trades I was risking, let's go back, I was risking 8 contracts, but like I was fearful. That's an issue, because on the third trade I only risked 7 contracts because I was thinking, man, I'm 2 losses deep. I don't really want to be like, if it was 3 losses, then I would have been down like $600 for the day. So this is all fear talking. There is no room for fear in trading. I should have entered with 8 contracts, and then I should have made a lot more today because I did not follow my rules entirely. So like, I'm following my rules for the majority of it, but there are still some small leaks in the system that needs to be completely eliminated because it's all about perfect execution. So I should have like gone for more points, but I didn't because I was looking at the higher time frame. Alright, that was me editing today's video. So I stopped the recording and then started it back up again. Yeah, I started it a little bit later because I was editing the video. But yeah, you can see we had the unrealized profit of $600, $1,100 in profit, and that ended up working out $1,400. Yeah, it was like a $1,500 trade and $1,000 for the day, and that is how the morning session went. Overall, I'm pretty happy about it because like I didn't make any errors, but I also didn't follow my rules entirely. That is what I'm gonna make sure that I do moving forward to tomorrow. Starting off with the evening session, I went to the gym, came back, and my indicator had already gone off, so I put my limit order here. So I started recording a little bit later, and then you'll see me putting my putting my entry here. If I'm being honest, I should not have taken this trade because this was a very wide stop loss. It was like a 15-point stop loss, and usually I want to stay between like anything below 10 points is like where I want to be. And what happened was like my indicator went off again, and so since I was already in the trade, I didn't want to add a lot to it. And also like I never add to my losing trades. The only reason that I did is because my indicator went off. Let's go and see here. So it went off first here, and then it went off again over here, and then ideally I really should not have taken this trade, and I should have put all my risk into this trade because like it had a higher RR. And also I was reaching with this take profit. This was a lot for me to ask on an evening trade, but nevertheless we put the trade on, and then I added onto it, which ended up taking us out at the market close, as you will see here. There you go. See, the market close took us out at $218 for the day. And we've posted everything here. We got the receipts. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy about my performance, and the thing about trading is it's not like a glamorous thing where you hype yourself over every single trade, because it's a continuous journey. The outcome of each individual trade does not matter. What matters is what you do over a series of trades, what you do over a month, over a year, right? Like, anyone can press a button and make a lot of money in one trade, but the hard part is, can you do that repeatably over a month, over 3 months, or over a year? That's what hedge funds or like people with actual capital are looking for, and that is my goal. Like, I'm building this journal so that in the future I can go to a huge fund and say, yo, I got the skill to turn money into more money. That is basically what it is, and it's not an easy task. There's a lot of emotions that goes on in day trading, but overall this is my calling, and I'm very happy that it is my calling, because there's nothing that I would rather be doing with my life than waking up at 9 o'clock and being consistently and looking at these charts and being a consistent person overall in my life. So yeah, this is just another day added to the 90 days. If you watched it so far, thanks a lot for your valuable time. I hope you got something of value out of this. Comment how you traded today and what were the lessons and the wins that you made today. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.